today at the Popcorn Passport, we are celebrating the week of Halloween. Yeah, I know. My stuff's not up yet. Studio's not really set up. Still unboxing stuff, and the lighting is terrible. In fact, I think I'm using the wrong mic. Yep. But we're back just the same. We're going to do the top 5 vampire movies. Let's start with vampire movies. My personal top 5 for vampire movies. Number 5, 30 Days of Night. Great movie, great concept. They take vampires and they put them, you fight vampires, certain weaknesses that they have. One of them is sunlight. That's the big one. They can't come get you during the day. But if they're in Alaska, they've got several months of darkness, no direct sunlight, and they're just out. Can you imagine that? For months, they're just hunting you? 30 Days of Night. Number 4, Batman vs. Dracula. Not a super horrible, scary, peekaboo, he's behind you type movie. It's Batman. And Batman basically gets his persona from Zorro and from Dracula. And now he's got to fight Dracula. It was pretty good because you pit Batman against some of anybody, and even if he loses the first once or twice, you expect that he's going to come back and figure out how to beat the guy. This one was a good one. One of my favorite cartoons also. Number 3, From Dusk Till Dawn. Didn't like the entire series, but I did like the first one. Some terrible bad guys end up with some hostages in a place that's filled with vampires. Sun goes down, vampires come up. They gotta deal with it. If you were fighting vampires, would you want to be with your best buddy, your daisy picking, puppy cuddling, Shasta drinking buddy? Or would you want to be with some downright devious, dirty, I'll kill 'em type guys that are there to protect you? Probably a little bit of the latter, right? That's what happens here. Number 2, The Lost Boys. Classic, classic, classic. If I have to explain it to you, you probably don't even know what a blockbuster is. But The Lost Boys, a group of kids, they're out on the streets, they're living, wild on the streets, but they're really even wilder than you expect because they're freaking vampires. That was a good one. That was a good one. I like that one. And there was a couple of scenes, there's like 2 scenes when I was a kid that made me jump. Now I look at it, I'm like, that was pretty good. But as a kid, this was kind of a scary movie. Number 1 vampire movie, in my personal humble opinion, I would have to say Bram Stoker's Dracula. This version of Dracula is by Gary Oldman, is probably the most book accurate vampire, because he wasn't just a dude that went around sucking on throats. He was powerful. He was like a wizard. He could disappear and reappear. He could turn into rats and a werewolf and all kinds of stuff. He had all kinds. He talked to wolves. This dude was more than just a throat sucker. This guy was dangerous. He was crazy, crazy, crazy dangerous. And if you got in the way, you were gonna get the business. So I like this one. I like this one a lot. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Fairly accurate to the book. I dug it. Now these are my favorite vampire movies. It's Halloween time, let's talk vampires. I think I might have skipped a couple that were pretty good, but these are my top 5. It's hard to narrow it down to 5, but this is my 5. But that's what I think. More importantly, what do you think? Now we've had a chance to see the video, let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like this video, if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.
Popcorn Passport. Get your popcorn back.